So I've had a couple of sessions on the standard Omni V2, and so far I've got to admit neither of them have been particularly positive experiences. I skated a park for about an hour in them. It didn't really go well, just wasn't feeling comfortable on them. They didn't feel kind of familiar or appeal to me in any of the ways that I'd hoped. And then I skated street for a bit and had a relatively similar experience. Weirdly, the things that I don't like about the skate are not what I expected, or the things that I struggled with the skate are not what I expected. With the V1, the main issue that I had was the size large is a little bit too small for my 285 Mondo feet. So I was getting crushed toes quite a lot, and I was also getting several really painful pressure points that I just couldn't find a workout around for, like no stretching out the shell or just wearing it in or gritting my teeth and bearing it or working. And none of those are the issues that are affecting me with this. I'm a 285 Mondo, this is a size large shell. When I bought these originally, my foot couldn't comfortably fit in them, so I sent them back. But my friend's pair, Elliot Provins, who let me borrow these, weirdly these do fit, which doesn't make sense because he was riding them with Intuition Premiums. I tried them with Intuition Premiums. We both have the same size liners, so I don't really know what was going on there. And with this skate, it surprised me the things that I don't like about it. So the V-cut cuff never really bothered me as much with the V1, and I think that's because generally it was just a much stiffer skate, so I didn't notice it as much. And with the V1, I was really not enjoying Royales and Favres and Unity-based tricks, and again, I thought that was down to the stiffness, but I think it might actually be the sole plate and the just lack of backslide groove. Even on both of these, so this is a Cess-slide foot, there's only a minimal one there, but this is Elliot's non-Cess-slide groove, and there's like no taper on the sole plate at all, but there's also like no backslide groove, which is kind of weird. I know it comes with a minimal one anyway, but this basically comes with like none. And then on his Cess-slide foot that does have a little bit of taper from doing various Cess-slides in street, there's literally no backslide groove at all. Now, you could wear them in, but I would just like to have a starting off point so that there's not so much break-in time, or you don't wear in an ugly, unpleasant backslide groove that doesn't work for you. Like I tend to, on my Royale foot, will wear in a good one, but then on my right foot, my non-dominant foot, I'll end up having these loads of little different grooves from like when I miss various tricks. So yeah, I'm not really enjoying the V-cut cuff. It feels like it leans back sometimes. It doesn't feel like the skate's tall enough on my leg. It doesn't feel like it offers as much support as I would like. I feel really high up in the skate, which is kind of weird considering it's quite low profile. I thought I would notice the soft heel pads, but I don't really notice that at all actually. The energy transfer is great, and I really like the kind of dull thudding sound that it makes. I'm also pleasantly surprised by these liners. I don't ever really ride stock liners, but so many brands are making good ones now that this is just another one that adds to the list. It really complements the shell really well, fills it out really well. Like I said, I've not had any pressure points with this skate, which is very surprising. But I'm struggling with the sole plate and the backslide groove. It's fine for normal soles and top sides and alley-oops and stuff like that, but yeah, any kind of H-block trick I'm really not enjoying at all. And yeah, like I said, I'm very much between sizes. This is a size large. It's probably, it's not too bad. I'm having to kick my heels in, but I think over time it is just going to get worse and worse. The extra large is too small for me. There's no in between size yet, but I really wanted to like this skate. I'm a big fan of some of the skaters on this team, like Yandriel Silverio, Andrew Broom, Brian Weiss, but I'm rapidly coming to the conclusion that this just isn't the skate for me. I'm going to give it one more try today. I'm going to skate Falkirk Skate Park. It's a weekday and it's in the morning, so it's quite quiet. It's just me and Dougal. Dougal, you come to say hello? Come here, come say. Dougal's here, so we're going to session the skate park. It's got a quarter pipe, a rail box, a flat rail, and an angle iron ledge. That was really easy for me to say. Like I said, I'm skating it with the FR Wish street frame, which I think goes up to 58mm, maybe 60mm, and I'm skating it with 58mm 92A dead wheels. So we'll see how we get on. Oh my god. These toggle things are annoying me. They're very long. You know, like flap about all over the place. Very annoying. Let's put that in there. Hopefully. Oh my god. Great. God. Wow. I can't do it. What's that? Fuck this. Oh my god, no. I'm done. Fuck it. Well, if their marketing is to be believed, the new standard is for everyone, but I can tell you it is not for me. I am not getting along with these skates at all. This is the third session and it's definitely the last session. There's things about the skate that I really like. I really like the aesthetic, really like the stripe, I like the look down, I like the sound when it lands, the dull thud. I really like this liner, I'm really impressed by it. But as far as everything else goes, it just doesn't work for me at all. I really don't like this toggle thing for the liner. I think it's cheap and To be honest, that's quite a small inconvenience. I don't like how the plastic on the cuff is the same length here, so closing it is kind of annoying, it butts into each other. But the real deal breakers for me are the V-cut cuff and the sole plate. The V-cut cuff just makes the skate feel really low, and I'm pretty sure the heel pad in this is quite thick. Can't get it out. It's stuck in pretty tight. Is it? Oh, is it coming out? There we go. Actually, the heel pad isn't even that thick in this, and yet my foot feels really, really high inside this shell. In fact, when I'm skating round, I don't know if I'm imagining it, but it feels like the top of the cuff is touching the top of my ankle. That's how high my foot feels in it. Now, that might be the case. It might be the combination of the heel pad and maybe the liner's got a lot of padding underneath it, or that might just be in my head. But I really don't enjoy how high up I feel in this skate. I feel like I'm standing up really tall, and when I do grinds, I feel like I can't sit into them. And another aspect to that is the sole plate. The sole plate is really thick and beefy, which is great for some things. It means it'll be good for cess slides. It means it'll last a long time because you've got more plastic to wear through. But I just don't feel connected to the grind. I feel like I'm standing up really tall in grinds. Even like soles and top sides, I feel like there's quite a distance between my foot and the grinding surface, which I don't like. And then on Royales and Unities, I don't know if the angle is really severe or it's just the lack of backslide groove, but I cannot Unity for shit in these. I was trying just regular front Unities on this, couldn't do it. I was trying regular alley-oop Unities or front salves in this, whatever you want to call it, couldn't do it. I was trying regular salves or alley-oop Unities, I really don't care about the terminology, on coping, couldn't do it either. I was just having an absolute nightmare. On Royales, I felt like I couldn't sit into them as much as I wanted, just because I felt like the boot was already touching. And there's things you can overlook in a skate. There's things you can make compromises on, like certain tricks that you can't do, or maybe it not having the same energy transfer. But when it starts robbing you of your confidence, that's when you have to admit that something just doesn't work for you. And that doesn't mean this is a bad skate. I imagine there's plenty of people that will get along with this really well. And the issues that I was having with the previous model, I'm not having with this. The sizing doesn't really bother me for some reason. I'm 285 Mondo, this is a size large shell. I'm not having any notable pain, it's just quite tight. I'm not having any pressure points, so they've solved that. I just don't think this skate is for me. I think if you like a V-cut cuff and you like a nice beefy sole plate, or you like wearing in your own groove, you'll probably be into these. But I just want something that works out the box. I don't want to have to break it in. My time on skates is precious. I get very short windows between parenting and working where I get to skate, and I don't want to spend that time configuring a skate. I don't want to spend that time breaking in a skate. I want to just put them on and do the tricks that I know I can do and try and progress and learn new stuff, because that's what I find most interesting about skating. But with these, I'm struggling so much to do my basic tricks, the tricks that I feel confident in, that I don't want to try anything new or different or more difficult in these, because I just don't have the confidence. And it's really irritating because I love what they've done with the branding so far. I've not overly been impressed with the media that they've released so far. I feel like they're quite slow on that. Like, the only people who have dropped a section for standard so far is Yandriel for a pro boot, which was really good. That's probably my favourite thing that they've released. And then Luke Naylor's pro intro part, which I thought had a lot of holes in it, had a lot of issues. Other than that, Stefan Brando's obviously been injured. Brian Weiss just seems to be releasing stuff on Instagram. So now that they've got Andrew Broom on, hopefully they'll get more media out. But yeah, so far their media output's been a bit lacking as far as I'm concerned. But I had high hopes for this skate. And now the only thing I can think is, I'm really glad I didn't buy these. I'm really glad I sent the ones back that I bought. And I'm glad that I decided to borrow these, because I'm really happy to give them back. But I don't even think there's anything that they could do that would make me want to try standards again. I don't think I would be in a rush to buy another pair. I really want to support the brand. I mean, I have bought the first 2 models, but unless, the only thing I could think of that would make me want to try these again is if they came up with a more streamlined, slimmer sole plate, and if they stopped using the V-cut, they had a round cuff. But even then, there's so many other skates in the market that I do really enjoy and I gel with, and I don't feel like I have to figure out that it wouldn't make me choose this. So yeah, turns out the new standard is not for everyone.